So hey guys, welcome to my video of Guns of Glory guides. Now this is my farm account and we're gonna see today about Catacombs. Now the Catacombs, which is the building just beside your airship dock, is by far the best place to get resources to upgrade your buildings or to research stuff or to build your troops. It's an awesome place. The reason why, it gets unlocked once your airship, which is this guy over here, reaches level 10. So if your airship is level 10, you could come over here and you could create your creature. Now let's see what the creature looks like. So you have two options. You have a male or a female that you can a character which you can create, and once you create, these are the various designs that you get in order to you know make sure that your creature has some sort of buffs. So this is my uh, crea creature, and let's see over here. So for main weapon you have three types. One is green, blue, purple, and orange. Now this part over here, which is green as a basic one, and the orange is, which is quality 35, which is okay bit in order to get your creation um, to a level where you could get some real handy resources. Now this quality 45, which you see on the left hand side of your screen, these three are amazing stuff. Why? These are a bit difficult to get. That is, until unless you reach your catacombs 7.4, if I'm not wrong, you cannot get the designs, but you can still purchase this for real money, which I don't suggest is a good idea. Uh, to spend money on this game. So you can buy three types: enforcer, executioner, or assassin. This is for quality 45, and for quality 35 you have fearless, destruction, and wild. So what is the relevance of these different types and how does it work? So let's go here. You see, this is your creation, and it has three variants. Now the three variants are pretty much you know uh, pretty much good in terms of getting to a level where you can buy some good stuff, but majority of the people who play the game prefer either explosive or warrior. Reason, you see over here, this talent, which is troop health, infantry defense, infantry health, troop health again. So one is because they get this additional stats on their lord, or what we call in terms of battles. And if you go to brutal, you get attack buffs, which is around here. Yep, if you see here, troop attack 2, and you see over here you'll get a 5% buff on your troop attack over here. So if you want an attack buff, you choose the brutal for your creation, or if you want health, you go over here. or if you want damage, then you go over here. Now your troop damage is also known as army damage. So if you have an explosive creation and you have reached over this, it gives you an additional buff on your army damage, whereas the other two is on your health, on your infantry, and again infantry, and again health. But brutal is attack, health, and infantry and cavalry. See though that? Right. So this is pertaining your talent points. Now, how do you get to a level where your creature is able to surpass the required 7.10 stage in the catacombs? The first basic thing that you need to understand is your research. If you go to your research, you have creation. You need to make sure these, the creation attack, the health, the defense, the stamina, you see these parts are very important. Why? These give you some real good buffs. If you see over here, if you click on the symbol I, you see it starts with a 2% and goes all the way up to 48%. And this does not require much of resources. If you see, I have already have a total bonus of 16%, and if I have to go to an 18% of creation attack, all I need to do is spare 1,400,000 of food and 40,000 of wood. But the duration, if you see, it takes 4 days and 14 hours, which takes time. But the best way to get your creation, the stats that is required, you know, in order to make it much more uh, strong and to survive through the stages of 7.10. So I have not done much. I have done about 7, 8, 8, and my stamina limit is currently at total bonus of 10, which means the original limit of stamina that you get for your catacombs is 120. That's the basic, and 10 extra because I have done the research. Now, having said that, let's get to the most important part over here. So you see over here, if we select 7.5, I still get a level 45 sealed creation equipment, which you require 100 of these, and then you can go about, crafting an enforcer or a executioner or an assassin uh, armor or belt or whatever you prefer. But at 7.3 you still end up getting level 35 seal design, which is more of fearless and um, wild and stuff, which is really okay. Not that great, but okay. The most important part is over here. When you click on the exchange, it takes you to the Catacombs trader. Now, why I said that this is the best place to get resources, you will see over here. Now I have a 130 stamina available, and I can go ahead and let's say I've already cleared 8 point, I'm stuck at 8.2. My creation is not good enough to go further. I just need to click plunder 10 times. and it takes 6 stamina, and I can do 12 times because I have a VIP level activated, which is VIP 8. I'll show it to you later. So if I do this, you see I get design almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all 10 times I get 10 fragments. So if I do it 12 times, I get 12 fragments for 6 into 12, 72 stamina. Now I'm going to do again because I have 58 stamina left out of uh, the day. So I'm going to do it 9. So I got about 19 fragments. 19 fragments at a 130 stamina, right? If I do it 132, I'll get 20 fragments. So in 5 days, I can get one design, that is 20 fragments into 5 days. So 100 fragments and I can get one design. So let's click on exchange and see what exactly can I buy. Now, remember this, you always go from the bottom. The reason, you see this, you get 10,000 wood, okay, that's 10k wood, 36 times, that is 360k wood, and into 25, right? So for 7 coins, so for 170 coins, I'm gonna get 900k. That's almost yeah, 900k of wood, close to a million, right? And then I can buy same amount of food. So this is 900k less. So food you can buy 18 into 25 instead of 36, it's 18, which means to say about 450k of food, right? So you can buy food. I prefer to buy this, which is iron, because um, you know, as of now, my main castle requires more iron because I'm putting a lot of resources into research rather than leveling up my castle. So I'm going to buy this guy. I can only buy 20 instead of 21 because I don't think I have enough coins. No, sorry. So that's 420 into 2000. So 420 into 2000 is 840k, right? So I get 840k of iron, and then if I buy silver, I can buy 4000 into 55. So if you see here, it's 8 into 500, which is 4000 into 55 times. So that's good. Let's say 40,000 into 5, that's good 200k silver. Not bad, right? So I do once when the game resets in the morning. I do it now once, and then again after another let's say 12 or 13 hours, I do it again. So I do it twice a day, and I get pretty much a lot of these resources. At least, I buy from the bottom side, because if you go up over here, you see you need to spend about 8 coins for 1000 into 21, but for the same 8 coins you get 2000 into 21. So the point is that you go from the bottom, so it's much cheaper resources if you go from the bottom and start purchasing rather than going from here. Apart from that, this is one interesting factor, which is these guys, the accolades. I buy it once in a week, all 4 of them, because they last for 7 days, right? So this guy gives you 10% on your army damage, which is again your troop damage. This guy gives you 10% on infantry damage. Same with, the same with distance, and same with cavalry. So these guys require around 824 coins, which is pretty good in terms of getting these stats to 10% extra for 7 days. So next, see what we can buy more in the Catacombs Trader. So these guys, raw Grand Courts fragment, 14 per day. They reset every day, every 24 hours. So you buy 14 of these. So in about say 8 days, which is yeah, 4 8 are 32 and 8 into 10 is 80. So in about 7 to 8 days, you can get one entire raw Grand Coat of Arms. And this blue guy here, you get one per 2 days. These guys get the blue thing gets reset every 48 hours, whereas this guy gets reset 24 hours. And the same with this. The reason why these are important is we will know when we start discussing about the various stats that we can have for our Lord, right? So these parts, let's go to parts, which is for airship. Now you get 9 per day, which means about in 11 days you end up yeah uh, in about 11 in about 12 days you end up getting one entire raw gold part. But this guy gets reset every 48 hours, which means to say you'll have to do for 22 days you'll get one, one entire thingy of this. Yeah, so this is a bit, you know slow progress part, but then these are once in a month, the blue ones, easier to get, uh, and not bad stats. If you see here, they give you a 17.5% on defense, on health, and on attack, and on troop defense and stuff. They give you about 5%. So the blue ones are okay once in a month. So in 2 months, if your airship has about 8 slots, you can buy in 2 months you can have all blue parts. Yeah, at level 2, which is not bad. Apart from that, the Catacombs has another benefit, which we will see over here. You see the bottom part, it says here, clear section 8 to get. So just put over here the boost details. So if you finish section 1, you get a 6% troop health, troop attack, and troop defense. The next stage is 9%, the next is 12, 15, 18, and then 18 and 18 and 18. So one thing which I'm still not sure is this 18, 18 and 18 and 15 and 12 and 9 and 6, are these cumulative or are these just normal? Because if you take this, it's gonna be like around 54 plus 69 plus 12 is 81, 90, 96% on your troop health, attack, and defense, which I'm thinking is good because 96% is something which more or less makes sense in your troop attack and troop health and stuff. So since I have cleared up until section 7, I am getting some stats which I can see over here. Okay, so my troop attack is 98.30, troop defense is 85.50, troop health is 85.50. Now this doesn't seem right because my equipment itself gives me pretty good troop attack and troop defense. If you see here, I have a 12.5% of troop attack, troop defense, and troop health, and my gemstones give me another 15%. So let's say 15 plus 12 is 27.5%. So that's surely not cumulative, it's just 18%. So that 18% of your um, health, attack, and defense plus this 6% which you get for clearing the Catacombs crawler quest, which is this. If you check the benefits here, part 3 says you have to clear select section 6, 7. So 6% plus 18%, 22% is what I'm thinking you're going to get for clearing the section 7, which is not bad in terms of, having some stats for just clearing the sections, right? So Catacombs, good for resources, good for stats, and what else? It's absolutely free, no money involved, no real money involved. So yeah, now the most important part, what you need to do in order to make your creation go all the way to 7.10. So I'm going to show you the trick out here, which is this little guy out, crests. Now you see these guys here. This is the parry damage, which is the rebellion crest. I have majority of them at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them at 4 and 1 of them at 5. Now what I do is I go ahead and check what equipment I have. If you see here, I have um, all fearless, and one executioner, two executioner, I think. Yeah, I have three executioners, and the remainder fearless, which is three of level 45 and three of level 35. The most important part is the parry damage, because whenever your creation attacks, or whenever your creation gets attacked, it deals a damage of 20% to the attacker, or to the, so let's see here, let's try. I'll show you what exactly it means. So I'm going to just set this up at speed 1, because it will help you to understand how it works. I'm going to just go here, and then yeah, this is the speed that I was referring to. I'm going to set it at 1. So every time the bat attacks my creation, it loses 1178 of its health. The reason is because of the parry damage, and when my creation attacks, if you see, it's not losing anything. So this is the parry damage part, which you need to be aware. The better the parry damage, the sooner you can get rid of the um, what we call the opponent. So I'm going to leave this at this. I'm going to just step out, because I know I won't be able to clear that, so I better save some time for you guys. So three important things. First, creation related research. Okay, this guy over here, this this is important. All right, and then this part over here, which is your talents. So set it up where it gives you defense and health uh, for all three parts, defense and health. So I have set up defense and health, and then primary based on my fearless and executioner. I have equipment. I have set all my talent points to the warrior, where the parry damage and the attack and recovery, warrior recovery, which is this. It gives me self healing is increased by 400% of natural ability, and parry damage again, so forth and so on. I've not put much to the satchel slots if you see here, because I know it won't make a lot of difference how much it carries, because it's just 6 floors that you're gonna explore, and the max you're gonna get is around 18 or 19 and stuff. So yeah, don't break your head about the satchel slots. Just focus on assigning the warrior defense and health, and you should be fine. And then obviously this part. So if you see, my creation is um, is of 43 level. She's got like 2,478 to 40 experience. She needs another 2.5 million plus to get into the 44th level. And her attack, her firepower, her defense, her health is at 213k, which is pretty good, and her recovery is 100 and 1313. So pretty much good in terms of you know the requirements that she needs in terms of clearing 7.10, where it gives you some really amazing resources to build. Now, this thing over here, this is more or less based on your, creations level. So my creation is at level 43, so I get a creation attack of 215. Once it reaches creation level 45, I'll get a creation defense of 301. So yeah, you don't have to do anything out here. It's just a good to know thingy, that the better the creation level, the better the skills. So you can go up to a skill level of 60, where you get 172 armor and other stuff. But what actually is important is this guy over here, distance health, creation level 51. Distance health goes to 43, which is a pretty good buff if you on your distance troops, which is really good. You do have some buffs like that, which is related to your troops. This part, this guy out here, cavalry versus infantry damage 8%, and this guy here, distance versus infantry damage 8%, and yeah, all these guys out here, distance attack, cavalry defense, cavalry health, cavalry attack. So you see any of the troops icon over here, that's related to your troops. The first one is distance attack 5%, which is not bad. So this is the importance of catacombs. I hope this was informative. If you need much info, I am online. The line app. It's I.am.grooy. I am Growy. So I didn't get Groot, because that's my alias for the game. Though you can send a question on the line app to me, and I'll see if I can sort of uh, probably answer that question for you, right? So all the best, you guys. Hope this video was informative. Look forward for a few more tips and guides based on what I have learned uh, of this game for the last 2 years. All right. So until next time, see you.